Everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. I want to talk about Nicki Minaj's highly anticipated album Pink Friday 2. I have to say I do like this album. It definitely gave you a variety of different sounds and vibes and genres. The album in some ways did feel like a fusion between Pink Friday and the Pink Prince. You could tell that Nicki was trying to pretty much cater to every audience with this album because she had some of the slow and sexy songs like R&B and Pink Birthday. And then she had her rap songs like Big Difference. I love Big Difference. And then she had the up-tempo pop songs like Super Freaky Girl and Everybody and Pink Friday Girls. And then she had her introspective, heartfelt songs like Are You Gone Already, Last Time I Saw You, and Blessings featuring Tasha Cobbs, which is another one I really like. I like the fact that Nicki got into her spiritual bag as well. So Nicki definitely touched on everything. She checked the boxes, and I thought it was a decent project. I think it's definitely a project that you will appreciate the more you listen to it. And there are some songs that immediately stuck out to me, and I definitely will talk about it. But one critique I do have about this album is the track listing. I kind of felt like the songs were out of order. It didn't feel cohesive, and I think it would have made more sense if Nicki separated the album in two parts. She should have had one side where everything was up tempo and she was rapping, and then she should have had the B side where everything was more slowed down and more melodic. I think it should have been separated in that way. But overall, I like the album, and I know this album is bumping in Gag City. The promo for this album was very genius, and I hope Nicki uses that whole Gag City theme for her upcoming tour because I think that would eat. But I do want to get into some of the songs that I liked. I really liked Barbie Dangerous. Definitely one of my favorites. Barbie Dangerous, Red Ruby the Sleaze, and Falling for You. Big Difference is also a good one too. I like when Nicki raps, and I'm talking rap. I like the bars and the flow. I like the bravado. I like the big talk. I like when she raps. To me, this is her strength. I mean, she could do the melodic stuff. She could sing here and there. She could kind of coast on a record, but I like when she really raps and puts thought into her bars because that's when she really gags you. And I kind of want to get into Falling for You because in her third verse, I do kind of feel like she might have been coming for Latto. Now, Nicki and Latto have been at odds for over a year. If you remember, they got into a very messy, nasty feud on social media. It all started when Nicki was kind of calling out the Grammys and pointing out the double standard in nominating Latto's song Big Energy, but not her song Super Freaky Girl. And Latto took offense to it, and it kind of incited this back and forth between them on social media. They were swapping insults, and Latto took it a step further when she leaked an audio of a phone call she had with Nicki. And I did a video on this, and personally, I thought both Nicki and Latto were in the wrong, but I thought Latto was way out of line for releasing this phone call because it kind of showed that she was plotting on gunning for Nicki. And it was weird because in the public, she would be praising Nicki and using her lyrics and even copying her looks and talking about how much she loves her. But then behind the scenes, all of this mess was going on. So it definitely was a messy feud. And Nicki never forgot about it. She never forgot about Latto taking shots at her, insinuating that she does coke. And she never forgot she dropped a whole diss song against her called Put It on the Floor. She never forgot any of that stuff. And Nicki decided to return the same energy in her song Falling for You. At least that's what I believe. Now in the verse she said, picture that. Picture me giving bees slack. Picture pretending I ain't give all these bees piggyback. Picture using me and the barbs and never giving back. So she's basically calling Latto out for trying to use her fan base to gain support. She also said, soon as they think they see the light, I turn the picture black. Ain't at the mall, but between me and them, it's a gap. Picture saying that you the queen and knowing it's a fact. Latto has referred to herself as a queen. She has a song called Queen, and she even has an album called Queen of the South. Nicki also said, picture my head giving wet and wavy, strawberry dat. Yo, matter of fact, let me take that back before they steal that. Once again, I feel like she was talking about Latto copying her style and copying some of her lyrics in her songs. She said, picture me opening the vault. B, I seal that. Picture them disses sticking like grits. B, feel that. Picture me telling B's catch it. Out or feel that. Picture me not telling my little ends drill that. Picture you ending up under the sea where the dread at. Picture not listening when I said you would dread that. I mean locks ho, use a chop o. I mean catch that wordplay there. She didn't say Latto's name, but she made the hint obvious by using similar sounding syllables. I think she was talking about Latto personally. She also said, I'm number one. Y'all go argue over top four. Clean sweep, you getting mopped, oh. Whew, so there you have it. Nicki pretty much put the nail in the coffin there. Also, it's believed that Nicki Minaj may have taken a shot at Megan Thee Stallion in the song FTCU, F This Club Up. And she said, stay in your Tory lane, B. I'm not Iggy. Now, I noticed that TMZ reported on this, and also DJ Academics highlighted this. And in his slides, he kind of showed where Megan may have borrowed from Iggy Azalea. For example, Megan's flow and pose sounded similar to Iggy's flow and Homida. And there were a couple of videos that Megan did that looked very familiar to Iggy's videos. And Megan also used the same aesthetic for her video Cobra that Nicki used for her song Anaconda. And Nicki was like, listen, I'm not Iggy. You're not gonna copy me. Stay in your lane. And she referenced Tory Lanez because Tory was convicted of shooting Megan. Now, if you don't know, Nicki and Megan do have some tension. We don't know what the issue is about, but they definitely have been throwing subs at each other in their songs. I kind of talked about it when I did my review on Megan and Cardi's song Bongos. And in the song, it seemed like Megan took a shot at Nicki and called her stiff. And in the video, I kind of broke down some of the subs that Megan and Nicki have been throwing at each other. If you see it, you will kind of realize that it's not a one-sided issue. They both have issues with each other, and they've been kind of, hinting at it in their songs. Now, there's some other songs I really liked on this album. Let Me Calm Down featuring J. Cole. This is one of my favorites on the album. In this song, Nicki gets vulnerable, and she kind of gives us a peek into some of the conflict that she sometimes has in her marriage. And I loved J. Cole's verse. J. Cole has been killing all of his features, and this particular feature was a pleasant surprise for me because instead of just giving the male perspective, he almost acted as a mediator. He was advocating for Nicki and all of the other women in her position, and it's almost as if he was giving advice to the husbands out there. And I just love his sensibility and maturity. I think he has a level of depth and experience that really allows him to give a great perspective on topics like this. J. Cole was the perfect artist to feature on this song. Let Me Calm Down is definitely top 5 on the album. I also like the production as well. I love it. I just love it. Also, another song that I absolutely loved is called Just the Memories. I thought Just the Memories was the perfect way to close out the album. Nicki was reflecting on her past and how far she has come. And I really loved her vocal performance on this particular song. I know Nicki sings a lot, and sometimes I'm not crazy about her singing all the time, but there are some songs where I'm like, okay, yeah, that's the one right there. And Just the Memories is definitely the one. I love the song. I love the production. And I thought this was probably Nicki's best vocal performance. A very close second would be her vocal performance on Lil Wayne's song Dark Side of the Moon. I love how she sang on that song, but I really love how she sounded on Just the Memories. The song was just perfect. The production, everything. I just loved it. Loved it. And I like the variety of up-tempo songs she had on this album. Everybody featuring Lil Uzi seems to be a fan favorite. I definitely see this song going crazy on TikTok. But my personal favorites are Cowgirl featuring Lourdes. I think this song is so infectious, so flirty. It's a fun pop song. And when I was listening to this, I was like, you know what? I could actually hear Ariana Grande or even Chloe Bailey on this. I think they would have sounded amazing. I also hear Doja Cat on this as well. I think Doja definitely would have been a fit on this song. And some people believe that Doja actually was supposed to be on there. In fact, when somebody was jamming to Cowgirl, Nicki said, guess who passed on being featured on it? Laughies. A lot of people were guessing it was Doja. a lot of people were guessing Doja, and maybe it's true, maybe it's not true, but I would have rather hear somebody like Ariana or Chloe on the song. But I thought Lourdes did her thing too, and I'm glad she got her shine. I think the song will honestly be a hit, so whoever turned it down is going to regret it. I also like the song Needle featuring Drake. I mean, the whole song is a vibe. It was given a fusion of Afrobeat, dancehall, and house. It's just a vibe. I really like Needle. And I really, really, really like Forward from Trini featuring Skilly Bang. This song right here, this song just does something to me. It makes me want to move and whine. I mean, it's the perfect dance hall song. The production and the mix in this song was crazy. They even had the audacity to slide in some polka music in there. I mean, I was gagged. I really like this song, Forward from Trini. And I also like some other songs. I like Pink Birthday, Bam Bam. I like Nikki Hendrix, Blessings. I even like Pink Friday Girls. I thought that was cute too. I could tell that she tried to recapture the essence of super bass with that song. It's not a super bass, but Pink Friday Girls is still cute. And it did sample Cyndi Lauper's song, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. In fact, Nicki sampled a lot of songs on this album. I have to look at the credits, but she did use quite a few samples. But it was still a good listen. I mean, I like the album. I do like it, and I think the more I listen to it, the more I get into it. The album honestly has something for everybody. If you want to have fun and feel sexy, she has songs for that. If you want to listen to rap, she has songs for that. If you want to vibe out, she has songs for that. If you're kind of in a moody space or in a reflective or introspective space, she has songs for that too. She did her thing. She really did her thing with Pink Friday too. And last I heard, she's actually on her way to selling 500,000 units in the first week, which is huge considering that she didn't have a huge rollout. But that's a testament to Nicki's star power and her impact. I mean, she doesn't need to blow a budget on music videos and singles and radio play if the people are going to listen to it and stream and buy. But I think it's amazing to hear that she could be on the pace to selling 500K in the first week. I think that's amazing, amazing numbers. And it's kind of unheard of in today's music climate, for real. So that is a huge accomplishment. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.